What up, y'all? Back again today. I wanted to talk to you. I feel like I might go a little hard today. You know, I go hard once in a while. And it may be today. Let's see how it goes, okay? So, what I wanted to get at today is it's like the narcissist has no accountability. When you discard the narcissist, this is totally unexpected. They don't expect this. Why? Because they just don't believe it. They don't see it. Most of the time, they don't see that. Most of the time, they're the one doing the discarding. They're the ones that's always in control. Remember, that's what they made their deal with the devil, so that they can have power and control. But then you come along. Why? Because you're the chosen one. You're the one that's here to break the curse, and you ain't playing. Got to pull it out of you. You gave them 1,000 chances, and they still don't get it. They just believe like you can just start all over with them. We just got to start all over. They have no accountability. You know, how many times you got to tell them before you're like, then you get up and you actually put some action into this. Like you just, okay, now today I'm done. It's over. Like I'm not doing this crap anymore. When you do that, and you really mean it, right? This was the last time, for real, for real. You've been, kind of going inside. You've been studying people, studying and engaging the way people are operating around you, cutting folks out of your life, starting to get a little healthier on the back burner, even when you're with the narcissist. So check this out. So then you get to a point to where you get strong enough to where you know you're better than this. You've been degraded so long. You start to realize, man, that there is nothing that these guys have given you. Nothing. You discard them. They're dumbfounded. I don't know why they're dumbfounded, because this is how we should have did this a long time ago. They deserved this a long time ago. The problem is they don't see this. They're usually the ones doing the discarding. They'll weaponize your empathy, and then you'll end up apologizing to them sometimes. But we ain't doing that no more. See, the spell's wearing off. I'm gonna see through the spell, and they stop and they're looking at you funny. This is what they do when you start waking up and you start acting like, yo, I ain't doing this no more. I'm for real. They know it. They start to see it, and they'll be looking at you funny, like squinting their eyes and be like, huh, what? They'll do that. I've had it done to me. And when I was waking up, this is what happened. Okay? You start to see through that spell a little bit better. They start looking at you funny. They don't know what to do. Before, you were performing under the spell. Everybody is performing under the spell for them. The narcissist never gets discarded. They do the discarding, right? That's what happens. Okay, well, not today. Okay, today's a new day. And with a new day, has some new rules to it, okay? That's just the way it is, A lot of times they're the one doing the discarding. Why? Because they found a better supply than you. But when you're the top, when you're the bar, well, shit, man. They can't get no better. But they think they can. But they always come back, right? Because you're the best. You're the best. You're the bar. They can't get rid of you because you're the best. And if they try to get rid of you, they got to come right back. And they're starting to be annoyed by that. But there's never going to be anybody better. I think God allows them to meet the bar at some point in time, especially if they've been as evil as they have been. Some of them are really evil, man. And God will give it to them good. He'll sock it to them good. But you know what? He'll give them the best empath they've ever had in their life. The one that'll do everything for them, man. And they got a lot going for them. Okay? And they'll let that, God will let that empath collapse sometimes, Let them lose a lot. Let the narcissist feel like they did a great job, man, they just destroyed you. And then God will take them right out the mud and just rebuild them from the ground up, right out the mud. That's you. Just to show them that I let you just get the best out of them. But now, from the mud, y'all. Don't need nobody. Authenticism, straight out the mud. Didn't get no handout, They just vibing high. They're moving things. They're making better decisions than they've ever made in their life because now they're awoke. They ain't got nobody plugged up to them. They've unplugged. They went and did some work, went inside, woke up, Start eating right, making sure they're healthy, sitting back and slowing things down. God wants you to slow things down. If you notice anything with the narcissist, they speed everything up. You can't keep up. Even in your narcissistic family, they're always speeding things up. If you follow the narcissist, they're always running around, right? This is the narc vibration. Part of the narc vibration is running all over the place. And that's what they want you to do in your head. What is rumination? You're spinning. You're running around to nowhere. God's going to come into your life, man, slow you down. Okay, and that's what you got to understand. God don't want to speed things up. He slows things down so you can make good decisions, and then he blows up your wealth. He makes it just exponential growth, exponential wealth, exponential building. You kicked all the destroyers out. See, that's the thing. You can't build you can't build a wooden house if you got nothing but termites underneath it and all around it. That's what you were doing. You're trying to build and you got all these destroyers attached to you. How can you build? Every nail that you put in something, there's 2 nails coming out. Y'all need to wake up. This is what we're doing. This is the new you. God, see, this is the thing. You want to, God, it's like every time you start to get sidetracked, like you start to do something good, it's like, what Satan be like, yo, I'm just going to send another narcissist. I mean, they're too dumb to wake up. I'm just going to send their narcissist to them. And I'm going to send a better one that looks a little bit better, okay? And one that might, that familiar spirit knows all about them. I'll just make them do a few things better for a little while. And then I'll grab it, hold up and pull them back down, just like I did with the last one. Maybe they did get away from the last one. They shook loose from them. But man, the one I got now, it's more powerful. This is the next level. This is the 2.0. This ain't no borderline. This is narcissist. For some of y'all, he'll be sending a sociopath, psychopath to you now. See, you got to understand, you start out with the grunt soldier, man. You end up with an officer, then a general when it comes from the enemy Satan. Okay? And every time that you start to look like you doing something, I'll just send another narcissist. Put you right down. That's what you've been dealing with. But now that you woke up, it don't matter what he sends to you. You know the red flags. You know the signs. You know what the enemy looks like. What they look like, smell like. What they do. What their smirks are. You know what their vibration feels like. You know what their words have nothing to say. We're like 100% authentic now. Make a pact today that this is what you're going to do, man. You ain't playing with people no more. Authentic. We're not people pleasing. We're not doing any of that. We're not hiding anything. We're just going to operate the way we're supposed to operate, with precision. Just you don't muzzle your mouth, a mouth with no filter. You operate with precision. Okay? That's what you do with these people. So God's saying, look, I want to use you, right? But I can't use you because every time I want to use you, the enemy just sends another narcissist out and puts you back down. So how can I use you? You got to do better than that. And I'm letting them do it. Because first you got a generational curses you got to break in. Second of all, how am I supposed to use you if you can't defeat this sort of war? This is a number one tactic that the enemy uses on all people. Sends these narcissists out. And if you can't defeat them, how am I going to put any stock in you? I know as soon as I put stock in you, he's going to send you a narcissist. And if you can't handle that, then how am I going to give you more? So I got to wait till you break this curse. I got to wait till you wake up and understand what you're dealing with and who I am. That's what God's telling you. And who you are in me. So Satan's like, yo, I'm just going to send our narcissist. I got another one lined up for this one. This one will take him right down. Okay, and then you start waking up. Then you start going inside and studying, right? Then you rip a mask off somebody and you see the demons behind them. This is what I saw. Real, physical, in the physical realm. Spiritual faces in the physical realm. I took the face off, y'all. Time stood still. Then they start stalking you, gang stalking you. The spirit be jumping from one person to another, staring a hole through you for about a month or two. I ain't kidding. Man. This is what happened. Ain't no joke. This is real. That's why when they say you're dealing with just some psychological issue, it ain't no psychological issue, man. This is the devil. These are extensions of him. Okay? This is an extension of him. The enemy, they know this. this last narcissist he sent to you might have been a sociopath, psychopath, or a middle range or upper narcissist, and they're like this. Hey, Satan's like, yo, even if they get away from him or her, this is what's going to happen. They're going to be so bitter inside because the damage that this one laid upon them, God won't be able to use them for that, from that number one reason anyway. But then you forgave. Then you forgave them. See, this is the thing. The enemy, this is where the narcissist and the enemy go wrong. One thing that they don't get, man, is love. They don't get love, and they don't understand that love is the most powerful weapon in this world system. God's love. And if you have God in you, you have God's love. And God's love is far superior to anything. Anything. You're the glitch now. You become the glitch in the matrix. You were running on tracks too. When the enemy can control you just by sending our narcissist out, or your family was controlling you, hey, as soon as you got on the roller coaster and them tracks was running right, they would knock you right off them tracks. Yeah. Oh, as soon as you started cooking, you started getting some speed to you. You started getting a little bit of blessing in your life. Oh yeah, send a narcissist out, knock you right off them tracks, man. But guess what? Now you're the glitch. You left the whole roller coaster. Now you on foot now. Okay? When you on foot, you make your own decisions. You ain't attached to no track. They can't follow. They don't know what to do because you a glitch in the matrix now. You ain't attached to nothing, man. There's nothing hooked up to you. You just doing what you do, and you just letting the spirit lead you. You shook the old code off, the old code of curses, and you put the new code on of blessings. Okay? But you need to know how to be precise with it, and quit looking at the narcissists like they're cool or something. They're pieces of shit, y'all. They're trash. They're trash. And in a lot of ways, they're damned already. And if God gave up on them, you need to give up on them too. All right? We need to go hard today, because you switched, man. You switched, and when you switch like that, when you quit obeying the curse and you start obeying the blessing, you know, God put that new coat on you. He stripped you of that old cursed coat, that old man, that old woman. Now you that new man, that new woman, that new man. You put that new coat on, the coat of blessings. What did Joseph wear? The coat of many colors. Okay, all those colors in that coat were blessings. He, you know, when God would have somebody change like their whole persona, there's only a few times this happened, but this is happening to you right now. When you're waking up, you're changing your whole persona. God gave them a new name because that old person was dead to God. He turned Saul to Paul, the Apostle Paul. He was killing Christians, and now he's the most fervent of them all. He changed Jacob's name from the thief that stole the birthright to Israel, the father of many nations. He changed their whole persona when they changed. And he's changing your name in the spirit realm, because you're new now. You're breaking chains in your brains, y'all. That's what you need to do. We're breaking chains in these brains right here. It ain't out here. Has nothing to do with out here. That's why the narcissist is all wrong. They're looking for validation out here. There's never going to get validation from out there for anything. It's in here. Your war is in your mind, y'all. And you need to break them chains in your brains. That's what you need to do. And them cuffs are coming off. You starting to rub your wrist now, y'all. Like, yo, man, it's been a long time since I had them cuffs taken off. You know? I mean, I don't know what to do, man. I feel a lot lighter, y'all. I might just float away. You're starting to glow, you know? What does it say? Don't hide that light under a bushel. No. Man, I'm going to let that thing shine, y'all. Let God shine in you. But you know what? You need to know how to work in precision. Okay? This is the thing. God's going to slow things down. He's pumping the brakes on you. So you want to move fast. You want to be fast because you think, well, production, speed. No. God's cool, y'all. God gonna chill. And when God comes into your life, he's gonna chill you out. And if you ever feel like, you don't know how you're feeling, pay attention to your shoulders. If they're stressed out, let them drop, y'all. Pay attention to them shoulders. That's what I do. Yeah. If I get in a tense situation, I start thinking about my shoulders. If they're tense, man, I'm gonna drop them. Like gravity tape them. Chill out. Because if these are comfortable, this is comfortable. All right? So that might help you. Sometimes you need to turn and walk away and take a couple deep breaths. Rub your chest. It brings you back to yourself. Don't look at that person. Look ahead of them. Okay? Take a couple deep breaths. It's all good, y'all. And if you keep learning these new maneuvers and ways, and these ways are going to take you from these old tracks and old ways and old traditions. God don't like traditions, man. God's about him. And that's the thing about religion. Religion is like man's way to God. Traditions are man's way of performing perfection. You can't do anything right without God. And all of those constructs are fallen constructs. They're there to sidetrack you. But God moves in mysterious ways. See, the enemy's got his own plan, but then God comes in. He thought you were going to have bitterness, but God, right? But God, right? God's powerful, y'all. And he's showing you some things. But he's going to slow things down. See, this is the thing. The empath needs to move in slow motion. That's what you got to learn. You move in slow motion, man. If God's cool and he in you, then you need to be cool. Don't be running around like, the narcissist running around all over the place, looking stupid. Is that cool? That ain't cool. They're out there hoeing themselves around, thieving, lying, cheating. That's stupid. Their authenticism is zero. But when you could just sit back and be cool and slow things down, God's going to slow things down in your life. That relationship that you have in the future, man, you don't have to get married in 3 months. Hey, we're going to take our time to get to know each other. Slow it down. And instead of doing all this partying and drinking and all this smoking and, doing stupid stuff, man, you're gonna have more time because you're chilling. You're getting ahead of things because you might have needed to update that filing cabinet because you're starting to make a whole lot of money. So you're gonna be at home, but you're gonna be into this. Why? Because it's bettering you. It's the next level you. Okay? But it's slower. It's slower, but it's more productive, you see? And it brings peace. This is where your peace is missing. See, in the narcissist family, this is what they don't tell you out there. This is what you're not going to hear out there from those other channels that you're going to hear right here. Because I always tell you what, you need God to heal. Okay? And yeah, I'm not perfect. I'll cuss once in a while. I'll do things, yeah, but you will too. So check yourself before you start judging me. Okay? I try to give you my best, but I'm human too. I'm fallen too, y'all. You go to the Word, you go to God, and you let iron sharpen iron. Use your intuition, your mind, your heart, and see what I bring to you and everybody else. Okay, don't just take my word, the pastor's word. You take the good gospel's word and God's word. Okay, but God will make you cool. See, that's the thing. Everybody they show you cool in church today are the false prophets. They're not cool. They're a mockery. God's people are cool, y'all. They're the coolest people in the world. But see, they're the most authentic. They're not trying to take like some trying to take worldly rap music and make it godly. That's the world in the church. Nah, man. They be coming up with their own things, man. They might be doing something new and authentic you ain't never seen before. But we chill, man. We're gonna chill. And that's the path of the empath. It's to chill. Okay? And that's how you give that soft answer that turns away wrath, man. Because you'd be like, for real, y'all? And when the narcissist comes at you, you'd be like, for real? When you done, I'm gonna go. When you done flipping out, I'm gonna go because I got a meeting. Okay? So I'll see you later on block. But you know, this is what the Lord wants you to do, is to chill, to slow down. A lot of times we think we need to speed up. We need to chase. When the Lord's telling you to stop. Okay? Slow down. Peace. He gives you the peace that passes all understanding. Just say the word peace, and it will calm you down. You say the word narcissist, and it sounds like a snake. Did you ever think about this stuff? Just like the devil. Y'all need to chill. And the empath doesn't move by being pompous, doesn't move by trying to promote stuff they ain't, trying to flaunt their jewels. They might wear cool jewels, but they don't talk about them. They let everything do its own thing without having to say anything. If you recognize it, then it was meant to be recognized by you. God wanted you to see it on me. If you didn't recognize it, it wasn't meant for you to see it, and that's okay. I'm just cool. I'm just existing here. What you see is what you get. What you don't see is what you don't get. I mean, it is what it is. And when you're authentic like that, you don't have to worry about stuff like that. You're not concerned about that, and you're not concerned about what people think or how you look or what they're going to do in response to what you do. But you need to be just concerned as far as like, you need to be wise as a serpent, okay, and gentle as a dove. You need to, soft answer turns away wrath. These are the tactics that God has given you as the empath. So you're supposed to move in silence, y'all. The empath is cool, and they move in silence, and they don't talk to anybody that don't deserve their time and their fuel. They keep their fuel close to their frame, and they don't give it up for nobody, not even their family. What did it say in the Gospels? It said, I think it was in Luke, it talked about like, hey, if you're not willing to leave your family for me, Christ said, then you ain't meant for me. Because a lot of times you're going to have to leave your family. And you know who he was talking to? The empath and the scapegoat in the narcissistic family. Sometimes you got to cut your whole family out, man. That's cool. Because God is my father. God's my father. And ain't nobody else my father. And so if you can give me a like, a thumbs up, and a subscription, I appreciate it. But empaths are cool. The world's not going to try to make you cool. But God's people are cool, and they chill. And when you chill and you slow down and you work with precision and only give people the time and the fuel and the energy and the smiles and your presence that deserve it, because you're a blessing to be in their life, but you're also there to help them in time of need. But you need to have that reciprocation and reciprocity to be equal, that fuel to be equal. That's how you build your support system, with people that are equals to you, so that when you have in time of need, you can call on them and they can help you, and when they have time of need, they can call on you and you can help them. Okay, so give me a like, subscription, and thumbs up. I love y'all. Peace. Till next time, soldier up and stand tall, y'all. We out.